बड़े बड़े देशों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें तो होती रहती है, बट वॉट इफ दीज छोटी बातें स्टार्ट टू टेक अवे समवन else's voice? Before I begin, I want to tell you all about an incident that happened with me yesterday. So to give a little backstory, from the past week we've been celebrating and partying and stuff. Why, you may ask? Because my brother got some really big promotion in an IT company he was working at. So yesterday I was just sitting casually with my mother chatting about things when her phone rang. It was my elder sister. She called to inform that even she got a very big promotion and needs to move out of the city. Can you all guess what my mom might have told her first? Well, no. The first question she asks her is not about her work or achievement, not even a congrats, but how will you take care of your in-laws? How will you take care of your house? How will you adjust? And it made me wonder that why is it when success comes to a woman, the first question we worry about is how she will adjust. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Anya and today I stand before you to question why are only girls expected to adjust and the price it costs us. Why is it when a woman speaks up for herself, she's called too much, but when she's quiet, she's ideal? Think about it for a second. From a very young age, girls are not just taught how to behave, they are taught to limit themselves. Sit properly, don't argue, be polite, adjust. And slowly and steadily, this adjustment starts becoming more like a personality rather than a skill. I'm not saying that adjustment is wrong. In fact, it is very, very necessary. Every relationship, every society works on compromise. But the problem arises when this compromise is asked from only one section of the group. Let's try to look at it differently. When a boy is assertive, he's called confident. When a girl is assertive, she's aggressive. When a boy prioritizes his ambitions, he's focused. But when a girl does the same, suddenly she's selfish. I heard Priyanka Chopra say in an interview that she was told to adjust her schedule according to the male actors because women are replaceable. I also want to give you an example about Malala Yousafzai. We all know her, a very big girls' education activist. She was shot for daring to speak up for girls' education. But did she adjust to the Taliban's rules? No, she stood up much higher than that. What if I tell you the problem is not we are telling girls to adjust, but we have built systems where they have to? What I've come to realize is it's not random anymore. It's very patterned and normalized. And normalization, I tell you, is the most powerful form of silence. Because when something feels unfair, but it is normalized, then no one questions it. And this is certainly not about blaming boys. This is about questioning a mindset that limits each and every one of us. Because when boys are not taught how to adjust, we deprive them of developing basic empathy and nurturing skills. I believe it is time to flip the script. Not about telling girls to stop adjusting completely, but about telling them that it is a shared responsibility of both. Let's start teaching girls that their voice is not too much. And let's start teaching boys that listening is not a weakness. Let's start teaching both that respect is not about who bends more, but about how equally we stand. So the next time we all tell a girl to adjust, let's take a pause and ask ourselves, who else is being asked to do the same? And if the answer is no one, then the girl was never the problem, it were the expectations. Before ending, I would just like to say, हर बात पे चुप रहना मजबूरी नहीं है और अपने लिए स्टैंड लेना बहुत जरूरी है. Thank you.